Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. We did have quite a bit just jump out this morning. What I'm kind of getting from this is, I don't know if someone has given you an offer in the past and maybe it wasn't something that you even noticed. You could have been going through something at the time, and I feel like this person, I want to say kind-hearted as they are, thought and took it as more of a rejection, that you didn't want their time specifically, or you didn't want their help specifically. When I feel like maybe you didn't even notice the offer because you were just so distraught about something else going on. We do have strength in reverse here, and I feel like I almost want to kind of click it to both people here. I feel like maybe at the time you needed strength for that you couldn't find for whatever you were going through, and this person who wanted to kind of be on board with you and wanted to kind of share with you may not have been completely aware of the depth or the magnitude of the situation that you were going through. It just kind of seems like they were trying to pull on strength that they didn't have either. So it's like you were both in the same boat, but there was no actual, what I feel like, communication. I feel like it was all very silent. It's like a want that kind of never translated into the physical. It's kind of what I'm getting. And then we had two people trying to balance their emotions out, and trying to calm their own seas, trying to see with clarity the situation. And I feel like it did create some distance. I feel like the two of you may have gone separate ways with this break here, it kind of feels, and started to work on own personal things and working on healing that defeat that both of you felt like you were going through. One felt like they were going through defeat when it came to you, and you with just a situation that was in your life, right? So that's kind of what it seems like. And I don't know if this person will be coming back around, because I do hear something along the lines of coming back up for review. So I don't know if this is something that person is starting to think about again and maybe starting to see with a bit more clarity, because I feel like it almost comes as a surprise, the clarity that kind of comes in for this person. And maybe for you as well, if this person decides to come back around and speak their truth, you might be completely shocked at whatever it is that you're getting from this person. I feel like it's just not something you expect, and it could be coming in soon. All right, so that was just the beginning. I feel like Spirit has a little something more to explore in this deck. All right. I feel like somebody's lacking the confidence. We have the Two of Wands here, and then we have Death in the upright. And I feel like maybe it is what you want to actually go towards. I feel like this is a wish, a hope, or a dream. I'm seeing all those stars in the background that are kind of standing out to me. I feel like this is something you are passionate about. And I feel like you're being guided in that direction. But there's something going on here where you feel maybe a lack or less than, or maybe you're starting later than everybody else in that particular hope, dream field, whatever it is. Or you feel like you just don't have the proper schooling, or maybe you feel that you'd have to go back to school to kind of get more. Some type of degree could be in order. I just feel like whatever it is, I feel like, I don't know, I hear patience being frayed. So I don't know if someone's already feeling stressed out or overwhelmed about all of what this wish entails, but I feel like you've got what it takes to kind of move it forward. Yeah, you're just on hold. We have that Chariot in reverse. I feel like you're the magician. You have all the tools. Maybe you just haven't figured out that you have all of them yet. Yeah, Strength in reverse. I kind of want to grab this as well. Victory. Okay, so you're going to end up being victorious in this situation. I feel like it's a little bit of beginner's stress, or the planning stages stress. I feel like you've allowed every question to kind of build up in your mind and create go from a mountain, like a molehill to a mountain is what I hear. And I feel like Spirit wants to take you. I hear you went from 0 to 100 in the space of a few minutes and kind of almost thwarted yourself, you know? And I feel like Spirit's saying we gotta take it all the way back. We got to just start at the beginning, cross every bridge as we come to it. We don't have to bite off more than we can chew right in the beginning. We don't have to have all of the answers. Now, this was kind of coming through the other day. And I don't know if you're just expecting to hit a brick wall. And so there's that brick wall because you've kind of planned it into your future dynamic, right? It's like where your intention and your energy was flowing, that focus, it created that block. Since it wasn't in a positive way, I feel like if you were thinking there's nothing in my way, I'm going to make it, I'm going to go all the way, you would have just sailed right through. I do feel like this is one of those self-fulfilling prophecy type energies. But good for you. It's not really a big thing. I feel like you're just holding back a little bit right now, waiting for that inspiration to kind of come back in. Maybe it's just that energy that you have to tell yourself it's okay to be the student. It's okay to be the novice. It's okay to walk into something new and not have all the answers before you've learned them. I don't know if there's that. It's almost like an insecurity that you're fighting. It's like a child going to the second grade for the first time and, being upset on the first day about everything that they don't know, everything they haven't learned yet. It's kind of, and being embarrassed in front of the teacher or your peers because you don't know everything in second grade, right? It's kind of like that. That's the energy. And I feel like it's just a bit of anxiety. I feel like it's putting your strength in reverse right this minute. I feel like you need to take the time, really focus in on what it is, because like I said, we do have victory here, and celebration. I feel like it's just you kind of stressing out a little bit before you take that leap of faith in the direction of your dream. Yeah, we have justice. Yeah, we've got the sun. I feel like justice in this situation is, it's like coming out of the cold from these. And I feel like this is a cold that you've put yourself in this situation. I do feel like this is something that you're feeling a little numb or a little scared or a little less than stable. We have that Four of Wands in the future. Maybe this has to do with your money, or maybe you're investing a chunk of your money into furthering your schooling or furthering your life in some way. So this could be a big move financially. It could be time consuming as well. So it could be something along those lines, and something that involves a lot of energy or extra effort in life. Maybe you already have a full schedule and you're adding more into this very full schedule and you're wondering how you're going to balance it all out. Just know that you can accomplish it. I feel like maybe you're almost making excuses because you're a little afraid that you don't have what it takes. I feel like underneath of it all, that's where it's stemming from. But I feel like I can assure you, you absolutely do. Yeah, I feel like you're not rushing into something and going in kind of without thinking first. And I feel like that's okay. I feel like you're not attacking the problem in a very immature way. I feel like you are just taking the time that you need to kind of adjust your sails. I feel like this is something you know you want to do. This is a direction you know you want to go in. Whatever this wish is, this could be towards a person, it could be towards a job, or new future avenues. Like I said, I do feel like this could be going back to school. This could be stepping back into a classroom setting, which may feel a little daunting if you've been out of the loop for a while. It's got that kind of energy. Or stepping back into the dating game when you maybe were married and then you took some time to heal, and then you feel like you've been kind of out of the loop for a while, so you don't really know where to meet someone or how to get there. And I kind of feel like, or it's like you need to adapt and you need to start with the online dating to see if there's something there for you. It's like stepping into something new is the gist of this energy. Yeah. Spirit is just saying they're ushering some energy in so you can find balance and peace within yourself. I feel like it's going to help you see with clarity, help you believe in yourself and trust in yourself. I feel like the biggest thing you can tell yourself is it's okay to be the forever student. It's okay to step into something new and not know all the answers. And I feel like you'll learn them as you go. You'll cross every bridge as you come to it. And I feel like, you know, the future, when we step into something new, always has an element of surprise, right? And I feel like surprises can be really exciting and really happy, but when people have like anxiety about a certain situation, you know, all it is that fear coupled with excitement. That's what that anxiety is. So if we can just pull out the fears and put those to rest, all that'll be left is your excitement, right? Excitement about the thing or the new prospect or the new life just over the horizon. I feel like you're suffering in advance, and I feel like this is completely unnecessary. Look, that sun on the horizon. It's like not noticing that future, that prospect is just right over the hill. You're so close to just, you know, stepping that foot on that path to your happiness. I feel like Spirit's saying, just try and find balance right now. Try and balance out your emotions. Go within, see what it is that's really creating these blocks, and pull it up by the roots. Yeah. I feel like this, you know, the direction you want to go in. I feel like we've got that Page of Pentacles energy. We've got that bag of money sitting here on the ground and the intuition. So the intuition knows that this path leads to maybe more financial security or more security in general. This could be with a partner, right? Or like I said, I feel like for the majority of you, this is going towards the future of your monetary income, or just that new. That's all I get is new. And it's so valuable, whatever this path is. And I feel like you already have the map. You have it mapped out. And I feel like not only that, do you have it mapped out in your mind, and you're more prepared than you think you are, or you're more prepared than most. I feel like this is actually just part of your path and you are meant to walk it. Like this is something that was kind of built into your soul's contract. Something like that. I don't know if where you're going to help lots of people, or it's going to help lots of people. I do kind of get that feeling. So I don't know, you know, and it could be anything. You could be dealing with insurance. You could be, I don't know, dealing in the medical field. I just feel like whatever that future is for you, and those are just two little examples, it could be absolutely anything, where you come into contact with a lot of people and you assist a lot of people. I feel like it's part of your destiny, and Spirit's automatically saying, you already have this victory. Like this was something that you planned, your soul planned before you even like incarnated here. I feel like this is something that's, you know, automatic victory, something you will be celebrating. So find your confidence. I feel like take a deep breath, find your confidence. That's kind of what I had to, you know, calm myself down right there. Find my balance with that Temperance card and just know what I need to do. And I feel like you know what you need to do. Yeah, and when you're ready, come out of that hanged man position. You put yourself there because you're a little nervous, you're a little scared. You can feel that something doesn't feel completely right. And I feel like you're gonna have that victory you're looking for, okay? Just kind of do that little bit of healing work. I feel like in this situation, I feel like Spirit's saying, look, not only are you going in the right direction towards your dream, towards that wish, but you also have the opportunity to pull some things up by the roots at the beginning of this situation that could really further you in your life, and things that won't be a hindrance as you move forward, because you'll be pulling them up now before you even get started. I really love that for you. I feel like there's never a bad time to do that healing work. Okay. Now, what do I want? Gorgeous energy. You're going to be great. I feel like I need to tell you that. You're going to do a great job. You're going to be probably one of the most knowledgeable, maybe within your class or within your field. I just feel like you've got that go-getter attitude. You just need your confidence and then apply that, what you already have within you. Okay, hard to clear that energy. I feel like you just need to know you can do it. I believe in you, and so does Spirit. Spirit's already telling you you have the victory. Okay, something completely different, I feel, is coming through. This kind of wanted to hide. Blowing kiss. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. There's no surprise this kind of wanted to kind of hide. We do have karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. Okay, collective. I want to say same old story, but I feel like it comes back up and repeatedly because so many people are going through this type of energy. There is someone out there, collective. I do believe this is someone you're dealing with. This could be you. Take it how it resonates. Don't be afraid to be on the learning end of things. We all find ourselves there a million times throughout this journey. So there's no shame in the one who's kind of learning as they go. We are all learning. So I do feel like this person really has feelings for you. They have a depth of feelings from you. And it's funny with the big bubble there. It's like blocking or shielding from what we want to say or how we actually feel. It's like it's there. And I feel like it's in the eyes of this person. I feel like if you look at this person, love kind of hides in their eyes. And I feel like you would know when you look at them how they're feeling about you. I just kind of get that, like, the energy doesn't lie when you're around this person or if you're around this person. Maybe this person keeps a distance. Maybe you trigger this person's heart to just open up every time they're around you. And maybe that's something they try to hide. Maybe emotions are not something they particularly feel comfortable with. Yeah, they're masking. They're hiding those true feelings, pretending and gaslight and personify. I feel like this person is really just what it comes down to is they're hiding how they feel about you because they're a little insecure. We have the Sword and the Rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection. I just heard a knife. Well, I don't actually know that it's a knife, but I know that it's a knife fall upstairs. And I don't know if anybody else knows that, but I do feel like a family could be visiting. So I just kind of felt like I needed to say that. So somebody could be showing up or family could be showing up today, kind of unexpectedly, maybe just to hang out or just to see what you're up to. So just, FYI, that came out of nowhere. I feel like this person is seeing you with clarity and truth. I feel like they see the love in you. They feel a certain way when it comes to you. They might actually feel cut off from your energy, but I do believe this is something that they've done for themselves. They've tried to create that distance. Maybe they wanted to get their money up, try to stay positive and stay busy. I feel like this is the type of person who will work overtime and will work themselves into a hole in the ground because they want to get ahead or they want to have something, they want to have a really strong foundation, which I can't see the trouble in it all, except for the fact that they don't know when to rest or take a little day off or just find peace. It's like this person operates kind of like a machine. It's like, same shit, different day type of energy is kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like they're doing that to kind of numb themselves. I feel like when this person thinks about you, they may feel a little nauseous or a little upset or a little worried. I feel like this person wants to be with you, and at the same time, they want to be far away from you. It's like they've got this energy. Yes, yes, yes. And it's kind of, they just haven't figured out how to kind of, to work it yet where it actually can become something. We do have the butterfly, evolving and growth, next phase, healing the inner child and releasing the past. I do feel like this person is going through or trying to get to the point where they can heal. And that may be coming up very soon for this person. I feel like they may be getting ready to take a chance. Cutting ties, moving on. No, what I was kind of feeling from this with the ship, actually, it was kind of feel like wanting to explore this with you. So I'm going to go with my gut and my instincts on this one. We do have progression and arriving. So, receive what you need. Yes, I do kind of feel like maybe this person took some time out because they didn't feel that they were enough for you. And I feel like it's an age-old thing. I feel like maybe this person comes from a family where achievement is highly prized, right? So it doesn't matter how your mental health, your emotional health is looking, you better achieve, right? You could be sick, you could be feeling down, but you better get back out there and do what you need to do. And I kind of feel like that's the energy of this person. I don't feel like collective you operate in that way. I feel like you have a healthy sense of achievement. And this person looks at you, and maybe in the beginning, they kind of looked at you as being maybe a little lazy or someone who didn't really have drive. But I feel like yet and still you got where you were going, or you have achievements under your belt, or they see you as being someone who is looking like a valuable counterpart, right? And I feel like maybe that comes as a surprise to this person. That clarity and that truth comes as a surprise, or they admire the way that you move. You don't have to exceed like a huge amount of effort out there to achieve your goal. It's like you've kind of just come across your victory very easily. And I don't know if this person was kind of jealous or kind of mad at that at one point. But maybe they're thinking at this point they can maybe learn something from you. I feel like this person is tired of achieving in the way that they do. And I feel like they're looking to kind of maybe take a tip from you, or I don't know if they're trying not to tell you. Coffin. So an end, new beginning, yeah, a begin again. Liberation, reborn, transition, a tragic ending. And then we have backstabbing, heartbroken, and pain. Now this person could have kind of backstabbed you. They could have gone off in search of someone else when they knew you were really into them. They might not have thought that the two of you were such a great match. Like I said, there was some type of something. Maybe they just couldn't see you very clearly, or they couldn't see where you were heading because maybe you don't talk about it, or maybe you were kind of flying under the radar, trying to achieve your things without maybe having, I don't know if this person maybe talks about their achievements. I feel like they come from a family who's very proud of their achievements. So proud of their schooling and how far they've gone, or proud of their jobs and what they've created from the ground up. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But I do feel like this person has kind of taken it in an unhealthy way. It's like, it's become a stressor. It's not become like those victories don't come with a pat on the back. They kind of come with a you better keep it moving kind of energy, where it's not very healthy. This person's not enjoying what they're doing. And I feel like you're over here and you're accomplishing things quietly, and then maybe you put it out there what you've accomplished, and you're like, I'm so happy with where I am and I feel so good. And you kind of show up that way, and you show up in a really healthy, feel good way. And I feel like this person's like, maybe you've achieved much less, but you've had achievements, right? But you've achieved much less in their eyes. But how are you celebrating? How are you living a happy, abundant life? It just doesn't seem fair. Or maybe that's where this person's kind of coming from. I feel like they moved in a different direction. I don't know if they were kind of threatened by the way that you move in this life. I feel like the way you move is like, you know, you move through your intuition. And so it's hard for people to clock. They can't kind of judge why you make the decisions that you make. And I feel like for someone who's kind of by the book and yeah, they're watching, they're looking, they're stalking, they're trying to figure out maybe now without asking you how they can adopt your type of stance on things or how you move forward, your particular recipe for success. They want to kind of mimic that. I feel like because this person's exhausted, I feel like this person's never happy enough with. I feel like this person actually comes from a lack mentality. And I feel like that's another thing that you can't kind of grasp, that they're always wanting more and never being happy and feeling gratitude for where they are and what they have, creates that lack mentality and creates this level of it's never enough. And so there's no joy in what you've achieved because it's still not enough. And even with the next big achievement, it's still not going to be enough. And I feel like this person is exhausted. They're exhausted with trying to keep up with the lifestyle that they feel is absolutely necessary to be valid, or worthy of praise or kindness or love or a relationship. It's like, I don't know. This person has just like a skewed perception of, and I feel like it comes from the parents. And I feel like maybe they didn't even teach that in an unhealthy way. It was just the way this person took it. And they added almost anxiety to it, if that makes sense at all. This person, I feel like, is the chaser in this situation. I feel like maybe they weren't in the past, but they're most definitely on that side of the street now. Fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependencies. It's like, this person sees you chasing your happiness and they're chasing you trying to figure out, and I feel like they're in the background. I feel like you might not even see it because you're so focused on just following your flow and staying in your lane and proceeding to win. I feel like you win so naturally. I feel like you don't put any stress on it. It's like when it comes, when that achievement comes, you're so happy that you finally got there that it's just like another big blessing in your life. It's bliss, right? And I feel like I said, this person doesn't understand that. It's like, here you are running and here they are chasing. You don't see them, but they're trying to figure out what moves you're making. Like I said, they can't they can't understand why you move so almost erratically. It's like they don't realize that you're following your intuition and what feels right. It's like they would follow what logically on paper, tried and true, is the ticket, right? Because that's where the sweet spot is. That's where you're going. You're taking that path, the path most traveled. And here you are kind of carving your own squiggly path, and it's perfect for you. It may look ugly on the outside, but it's beautiful because of where it brings you. I feel like you're living it up and you're so happy. You might not even have all that much, but I feel like it really does tend to make people jealous because you're so happy with where you are. You're so content. And you know that you'll be provided for as you move along this path. You have that knowledge, that intuition, that spiritual connection. And I feel like that's another thing. I don't know. We have cut down, cutting out, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment. I feel like maybe that's what this person tried to do to you. And I feel like now they're feeling kind of on the outside. I feel like this person cut you out of their life. And I feel like maybe you were just trying to love this person or just trying to befriend this person or, I don't know. I just feel like you had good intentions, and I feel like this person couldn't understand your intentions, and so they ran in the opposite direction. That's kind of what I'm getting. I don't think this person is a bad person. I just feel like they're misinformed, or they need to learn how to take a breather. They need to I don't want to say take life less seriously, but I think they need to find a little playtime, and they're kind of that all work and no play. And I feel like this could lead to mental and emotional issues, depression, and just dealing with heavier energies. Like I said, this person feels like no matter what they do, that's never really enough. And I can't imagine the effect of that on someone's mental and emotional health over the course or the span of a few years, even, could create havoc in this person's life. it's like if you don't stop and rest mentally and emotionally and physically, your body will make you rest. And I feel like this person could have gotten to that point. This person could suffer from physical health problems from their anxiety, or that stem from years of stress and anxiety, and not actually putting the effort into calming this. And I'm not saying that that makes this person a bad person. It's just they've taken on too much and they don't know how to release. I feel like you would actually be really helpful. This person may be a bit heartbroken now, deeply hurt or sad, or feeling the loss of you. I feel like, yeah, here you are, passion. There might have been insane chemistry and sparks, and you might have been able to have fun with this person. They might have looked at that as being a very scary thing. Like, you know, maybe this person only wants to slow me down. They don't want to see me win. They want to just have fun with me. They want my money. They want this, that. And I feel like you were coming from a place where you really just wanted to get to know this person. You wanted to enjoy your life and get to know this person. We do have talking in the upright. So we have interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. This person may be thinking about reaching out to you. Yeah, look, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change. This person might be wanting to find out how to change. They might want to adapt to the way that you do things, maybe would be a healthier way. That lighthearted energy that the two of you shared, yeah, I feel like they knew they were ascending there in that energy. Learning and expansion, transcending. So preparing for union, a new phase. This person is, I feel like this person's coming towards you. I feel like they have a lot that they can learn from you. I feel like, are they completely healed coming towards you? No. Do they have to be completely healed to come towards you in a soul union? Also no. So, you know, keep doing the work. I feel like, and I want to encourage people to do the work, do as much as you can, but some things you can't really test until you get in a position to actually experience it with someone else. That's kind of when the test comes in. So I do feel like it might be that sort of energy going on here. I do feel like this could be a great experience. I feel like you might end up helping this person, and this person might actually be able to give you tips as well. I don't think everything that they were doing was wrong. I just feel like, you know, it took too long for them to take a break or learn how to take a break. So that's kind of like where I feel like the wrong energy is. All in all, I feel like this could be a great connection. And I feel like you could really help this person learn to breathe, and expand and grow in a really healthy, happy, loving way. The energy feels really good. All right. I was drawn to Doreen Virtue. So we have this Romance Angels deck here. So we have stay optimistic about your love life. Okay. And reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, this doesn't have to, I heard groans. So for some of you, you're like, no past people. This doesn't have to be a past person in this lifetime. This could be a past lifetime soulmate coming in, that's coming in as a new person in your life. Yeah, calling in your soulmate. I feel like you've been doing that. I feel like effectively you've been traveling on your past, or on your path. I do see release your ex, so that could be traveling on your past or away from your past. You might have to release, still release pieces of something that you've healed from. I do feel in this case, you've healed from your exes, but again, I do feel like this is the only tether I can kind of grasp from this reading to the last is something along the lines of, it's, you can't release these things until you come up to an opportunity where, you know, it becomes relevant, or that lesson becomes relevant. And I feel like it is stepping into a new soulmate situation that gives you the opportunity to release fully, right? So I don't feel like it's your fault or a lack of doing the work. It's just, you got to cross that bridge when you come to it, when spirit gives you the opportunity. And I feel like within this new soulmate connection is where you will find your opportunity. Stay optimistic. I feel like your prayers and affirmations and visualizations, yeah, couldn't come out, help bring you two together. So good stuff. Okay, you might have been dealing with deception and lies and yeah, we have heart to heart in reverse. Okay, so I kind of feel like maybe you were dealing with a situation in the past where this could be you or your person, or it could be both of you coming from a similar situation or similar type energies. I feel like you're coming from a situation where the heart wasn't really involved, or the person you were with never actually had a heart-based connection with you. They might have said, I love you, and then like kind of gaslit you or manipulated you, lied to you, deceived you, wore the mask, never really opened up. This could have been more along the lines of a narcissistic relationship. It doesn't have to be exactly that. It could just have bits and pieces of that energy and could have been quite toxic and a learning lesson and also heartache, right? And I do feel like maybe you've released a bunch of energy associated with this, but you will be going into this new soulmate relationship with the opportunity to fully release the rest of what you were carrying. I feel like this is just explaining the background energetic, maybe what you could be releasing. It could be insecurities too. This person maybe made you feel insecurity, maybe body issues. I feel like in a lot of these situations, there are, you know, you could have gone into it really loving yourself and come out really not knowing who you are and having to start at ground zero and rebuild yourself. And I feel like maybe it took a long time to find your self-love after this situation or to be able to see yourself clearly. I am hearing something along the lines of, I look in the mirror and I don't see my beauty, or I don't see that I'm a handsome guy or a beautiful woman. I kind of don't see the beauty that I used to see in myself. I don't know if I feel like that could also be something that's being healed in this situation. I feel like this person's going to help you see yourself with clarity. And I feel like they might express, through chemistry, how they see you. I feel like there's an insane amount of chemistry between you and this new soulmate. And I do kind of get that. It's like through this maybe physical aspect of the relationship, you might heal some things, body issue type things that maybe have held you back. I don't feel like this is something you needed counseling for per se, but I do feel like this has been a heavy energy that you've maybe been carrying with you. I feel like this person's going to see the beauty in you because I keep hearing, thank you for seeing the beauty in me. When someone says, God, you're beautiful, or you're so handsome. It's like, thank you for seeing that in me is kind of what I hear and I feel like it's very genuine when that person says that because I feel like a lot of the times they hadn't been able to see it in themselves for a really long time. So I am kind of getting that energy. I feel like maybe in the past there wasn't a trust or this person, the person that they had, they couldn't trust them. They couldn't trust them with their ups, downs, and in-betweens. This might have been someone who utilized your shortcomings or perceived shortcomings against you to control and manipulate you. I am kind of getting that lower energy. I'm so sorry. That is absolutely horrendous, and it has nothing to do with the amazing, beautiful person that you are. I feel like you weren't weak, but they got you to a point where they had weakened you. I feel like you're actually a really strong person because you made it through and you've done the healing work. And I feel like if there are those of you who have not started really doing the healing work yet, and you're experiencing this type of situation, start that healing process, create some distance, definitely seek someone out to talk to and get that help that you need. Get out of that toxic situation, right? Okay, I couldn't help myself. That really breaks my heart to see people just systematically being broken down to nothing. Okay, we don't have to keep jumping in because I feel like, okay, so love yourself first. Yeah, I feel like for those of you who aren't there yet, that's what you need to do. For those of you who have gone through there, I feel like this person's going to encourage you to love yourself or to see yourself with clarity. I feel like it might just be the way that they see you helps you to see yourself. It's like takes the blindfold off, or and I feel like it's that last step in the healing process for you. I really love that. I feel like this person truly loves and cares about you, or they will. I feel like when this person comes in, I feel like you might have just met this person for a fair few. For the rest of you, I feel like this is someone who is on their way in. This will be like your next soulmate relationship. And I feel like the one that sticks. I feel like there may be a couple that come towards you that are not quite this person. I feel like you'll know. You'll know by the chemistry between the two of you. There'll be reciprocity. There'll be that back and forth energy. It'll be sparks and then bigger sparks and bigger sparks and bigger sparks. It's not going to be sparks and then you have to wait because there's nothing coming from the other end, right? So I feel like that's how you'll know. There'll be a honeymoon period with you and this person, enjoying the bliss of that new energy coming in. I feel like not only are you going to heal, and this could have been like an unrequited love thing. This person could have told you in the past that they loved you, and then did horrible things that proved to you that they didn't actually love you, and you kind of stuck around. I feel like that's what you're coming from. I feel like that's what you're healing from. Or it could be any one of these things. It doesn't have to be all of them. It could be, or something of the like, something close to this. I feel like you're going to be exploring a new situation with someone really wonderful. Yeah, there's that attraction there. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I feel like that's maybe where you are. I feel like you've done all the healing you could possibly do on your own. And now it's like the true test because you're just going to fully release everything else that no longer serves. I really love this. You could let your friends help around you. Your friends might even be the ones kind of setting you up with this person or helping you to get close to this person. I kind of saw something where your person, I don't know, it was a situation where your person was almost surprised that their friends kind of almost went behind their back and helped them get a leg up with you or kind of tuned you into how this person was feeling about you. So when they came towards you, it was a little more smooth sailing. I don't know. I do kind of get something like that. Like your friends might be helping you behind the scenes with the person that they know you're interested in. So that's for some there. Let's see. Yeah, romantic feelings. This person has romantic feelings for you. Keep an open mind. I feel like your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. But yeah, stay optimistic and keep an open mind. I feel like this soulmate is going to be absolutely wonderful. I just feel like they're going to be a really great person. Yeah, I love it. I feel like you're going to be giving this person a chance. I do kind of get maybe they're not, like I said, not the usual type. And that may be a way that you know. They just show up differently. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I am hearing maybe not the bad boy type, if that's what you're used to, or the troublemaker type. You might have been in that other situation, and that might have been the type of person, and it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like maybe you don't find that particular type of person very attractive anymore. Because of all the trouble maybe that it brought to your life, or all the pain or suffering that it brought to your life. So it could be something along those lines. All right, let me take a sip because... Okay. All right, what do we have here? For the gorgeous collective, we have work. Okay, profession. I kind of wanted to... And destiny. Yeah, this kind of almost ties to the first reading. Short term. Quick fling, endings, time. Okay, some of you might be... Wow. Okay. Some of you might have big destinies, right? You might have more than one thing to do. You might be taking a switch over from one career to a completely different one. Or maybe that's something you're debating on doing, is dropping one thing to create the other. I don't know if you feel like one maybe has more monetary stability and would help you move forward in a really beautiful way. Or maybe you just don't have as much time, or you won't have as much time to fulfill everything all at once. So maybe you have to kind of drop the ball, or you're feeling like you may have to drop the ball in one section to create more in the future. So this could be just cutting back on something, or this is you completely changing careers, like going from one specific area and then working something completely different. So that could be for some as well. Either way, I feel like it is your destiny, and I feel like you don't have to give up on something. And I feel like that's what you're thinking. I feel like the inner child in you is literally crying right now. It's like, I kind of feel like you have a bit of a broken heart thinking that you won't be able to do two things that you really love. So, okay, for example, say I have a business on the side where I create art. And then I want to sell my art, right? Or I've been selling my art and that's been my thing. And it's done really well for me, right? And then I want to go back to school because I want to create a whole nother business that has nothing to do with my artwork. But maybe I won't have as much time to paint, or I won't have as much time to draw. And so I'm suffering because I don't want to give up what I love over here, or to have that suffer or shrink down or fail, because I want to also incorporate this, because I know this will also bring me something beautiful in the future, right? So I feel like there is a way to kind of maneuver to have both. You might need to scale back a little bit in this particular section, your first love here, whatever that is. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling like you're doing a disservice to yourself, or that your money could suffer because, or for a while, it could suffer because you have to scale back in order to also accomplish the side goal. I feel like part of you feels really brokenhearted about that, or maybe you feel like you might break some hearts because people really love what you're doing over here, no matter what that is, right? I feel like it's only creating more of a true gem within you. I feel like your first love or your first passion is always going to stay that way. And I feel like that's still something you can keep up with. It might not be in full capacity, like I said, because you're kind of splitting yourself so you can grow and achieve more. Is kind of what I feel like. I feel like whatever the first thing is, you don't have to give it up. And I feel like even the thought of that just kind of breaks your heart, you know? I feel like there's so much time, love, money, and I don't know, so much of your person invested, like an artist who creates a work of art. There's so much time and love invested in this situation. I feel like it's just part of you. It's part of, maybe it's even part of who you actually are, or how you show up in the world. It's like, hi, I'm that artist. It's like how people know you, right? And I'm just using that as an example, like I said. But I feel like the thing is, Spirit is just trying to show you that you may have to scale back a touch. I think a fear that you'll lose money, or you'll lose out on money, is maybe something that you're just like grappling with on the inside. It's like an ungrounded fear. I feel like if you did kind of scale back just a touch in this first area, I feel like you might see a slight decrease, but I don't think it's going to be anything that is going to be troublesome, or you know, where you would be strapped for cash, or I don't feel like it's anything like that. I really don't. I feel like Spirit's trying to say you have the option now to polish another facet of that beautiful gem that is you. And you really want to take that opportunity. I feel like you've got business in mind. You're looking to really expand. And I feel like in order to do that, we do have to kind of delegate tasks that we can delegate. So maybe there are certain things that those around you or those that you love could help you with. Maybe within that business sector in the first area, maybe that's something you could look into. Like, is there somebody who could maybe, I don't know, help you with something like, maybe looking online and sending out your artwork. You know what I mean? Just somebody that could help take on somebody around you or somebody that you love could help, you know, you could delegate some tasks to them to help keep you kind of balanced. I feel like sometimes we need the help of those around us. And I feel like, you know, I get the feeling that you're the type of person that wants to be able to do it all and doesn't want to have to depend on anyone else. So I am kind of getting that. I feel like you'll be fine. I feel like you're just grappling with some fears. I feel like that's okay right now. You're trying to figure things out. I don't know if maybe you're seeming a little colder or maybe to some, or you're afraid what you're doing is going to seem cold to some. Like you're not yourself or you haven't been acting yourself. This also says mother, and I want to kind of sweep away the Ice Queen for a moment. I don't know if someone may need to ask their mother for assistance, like, I don't know, in some sort of way to help. I feel like that could be a possibility for someone. They could be asking their mother to kind of delegate some tasks that they might be able to handle while you're busy elsewhere polishing that new facet of your gemmy self. Past love. Okay, as far as past love goes, I don't feel like this is actually love-based. I feel like a past love is this new project. Like I said, this is probably something like a dream of yours that you've been holding on to. Could have been for a year, a few years. It could have been since you were a kid. This is something that you've dreamed of doing. Whatever that is for you, I feel like that past love is pushing you forward. I feel like you've got a lot that you can accomplish. And I feel like Spirit's just saying there are ways to accomplish this where you're not going to suffer. I feel like you're just grappling, like I said, with the fears. So Spirit is advising you to follow your passion. I do feel like, you know, even if it seems hard, it is leading you to your destiny. I feel like you've got a lot of luck on your side. It's not just chance. I feel like it's meant to be. And that's kind of what I want to say. It's like it's already been written. And I do kind of see the tether from, you might have resonated with the first reading as well. You could be a younger male or a masculine energy, or it's just that go-getter and Spirit saying use that action-oriented energy, propel yourself forward and fulfill that dream. I feel like you can do it. I believe in you, and Spirit does too. They know you can accomplish it. This keeps wanting to come up. I feel like the only setback might be short term. So even if you lose just a few dollars here and there, I don't feel like it's going to be enough to really hurt you or hurt your business or hurt this business that your first love, right? I don't feel like it's going to do that. Like I said, this could be a side hustle that you're trying to get into, and you want to make sure that your main focus, your main job doesn't suffer because you have to start up this side hustle because you know that it will be lucrative in the future, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting. I really love it. I feel like it's meant to be, so go for it. All right, we've got one more deck. Just this little tiny black and white one. I like this deck. It's always got an interesting story. All right, we have the key. Every end is a new begin again. And the key is... okay. Okay, this could be love, this could be work. Again, we've got that emphasis on the coins today. I do kind of sense that energy here as well. The key to your success and your new beginnings and whatever it is you want is the amount of effort and energy you put into nurturing that. I feel like, yeah, ultimately, whatever it is that you nurture is going to bring you happiness. And I feel like if you're putting your 100 in all areas of your life, and you're really trying to make it happen, I feel like it's inevitable that it's going to happen for you. If you're loyal to what you want and to the things you've got going on, I think you'll be fine. There may be some talk or something from the peanut gallery, but isn't there always, no matter what it is you're doing? I feel like there's always going to be, if you're in the spotlight, I feel like there are always people who are going to try and put you down or slow you down. That's because they're not putting in the effort in their own life, and they have nothing better to do than to talk about you and what you're up to. And I feel like you know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. So again, it's like, always, always, always ignore that chitter chatter from the peanut gallery. They're just doing their thing like they normally do. It's no different. And I feel like maybe you're under, or you think you'll be under a little bit more stress and that might get to you. I feel like try not to worry about that. Again, just ignore it, stay in your own lane, proceed to win. I feel like you've got everything that it takes. Yeah. I feel like you're looking to explore all your future possibilities. Abundance. Yeah. This could be in love. It could be in career. I feel like there's a lot of cutting away. I feel like there could be people in your life that you actually know, and this doesn't have to just be haters on the internet, although it could be for some, because I kind of felt that energy here. This could be you cutting out just your interaction with this type of person. I feel like, sometimes these kind of people are close to us. Those happiness haters can be right under our noses. Sometimes we need to cut them out or create some distance. I feel like there are some things you need to cull away, and maybe within you, it could be fears that you need to, it could be some brokenhearted energy that you may need to kind of cull away. Could be from the past, could be something that has to deal with talk. Maybe somebody was talking badly about your dreams and what you want to do moving forward, or who you want to be with in the future. And maybe these were people that you trusted or that you loved or you thought really loved you and wanted the best for you. That might be something you have to cut away, and you might have to cut ties with these people. It might not be a healthy situation for you. I'm sorry you're going through that and that you don't have the right people supporting you. But I guarantee you, if you cull away the ones who don't fit anymore, who don't have your best interests at heart, who don't love you like they should and support you like they should, you cutting those people away or keeping them at arm's distance will free up room for loyal, loving people to come in to be part of your world. So I feel like Spirit's just saying that, you can get rid of this type of energy if you really want to. It's, you have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, them, whoever they are. Yeah. This could be about love, or it's being committed to your future path. No matter which way this is, whether it's love or career or making a move or finding a place to live or whatever it is to you, your dream that you're chasing, going back to school, could be anything. I feel like you being committed to that and loyal to those who are loyal to you, loving to those who are loving to you. There will be plenty of people who will talk beautifully about you. Yeah, I feel like maybe somebody was trying to down your dream or trying to put their 2 cents in where it's unwanted. There are always going to be those people, and I feel like Spirit wants me to just keep saying that. There are always going to be people who are going to try and stop you from accomplishing your dreams because they don't have the energy, the effort, the passion to move forward like you do to create that in their own life. And that's just what creates the happiness hater. It's that person who doesn't have it within themselves to do something good for themselves. And so they pick on you because they feel like, well, misery loves company. Maybe I can stop this person and we can be miserable together. Don't allow them to do that to you. I feel like you're at a crossroads. I feel like you're making your choice, really. I feel like maybe in order to follow this dream, you have to maybe move, or you have to cut ties with certain people, or just cut out certain types of energy to make that choice. Yeah, I feel like luck is on your side, though. I feel like you're leaving the snakes in the past. Yeah, for that pure new beginning, I feel like that's what you have. That's what's on offer right now. I feel like you making that decision to follow your dreams is going to be so good for your inner child. I feel like that child in you is just going to be so happy because you're following what it is that makes you just smile, makes you happy. I love that. Yeah, there's that wish. I feel like a lot of knowledge is coming into. I feel like there's a mountain to climb, but I feel like you're going to do it happily. I really do. You could end up in a new home or with a bigger home. I don't know if you're upgrading, or this might lead to you upgrading in some way. That might be the goal. Maybe that's the goal. Or maybe the goal is having a happy house or happy home with a certain person that you love. Yes, you. Yeah, I feel like those roots are deep, and I feel like you're moving in the right direction. Slide people of the past. I feel like we're not even letting that bother us. They can't really see what you're doing. I feel like don't announce your moves. I feel like you know that. I feel like I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. They're looking to slow you down. So, try to keep your moves hidden, but keep moving forward on your dreams. I feel like the Spirit is almost trying to clock these haters, and trying to keep everything almost shadowed, because this isn't the full moon here. I'm trying to keep things kind of secret. Yeah, something about a letter in the mail. I don't know if you need to get a letter in the mail before you can start this new journey, but I do feel like if that's the case, it will be coming soon enough. Yeah, because that new growth is there. Look at that. New growth into the garden, that expansive. So a little bunch of flowers growing into a big, beautiful, procured garden type. I love it. I feel like you've got some massive growth coming. Yeah, you're going to set down roots for that new beginning. Yeah. And I feel like those people are going to have a tower. I've exhausted the deck. I do feel like you've got a lot of good coming. Whatever it is you're going towards, believe in yourself, believe in what you want, and nobody and nothing can stop you from your destiny. And I feel like you're on your way. I feel like you're well on your way. I feel like even making the decision to move forward has created energetic movement. So just in your mind saying that I'm going to do this has already created that forward momentum that you needed to start. Gorgeous energy. I love it. Okay. Let's see. All right. Your initials, their initials. You could be receiving that letter within 8 days or 8 weeks. Or starting something new within 8 days or 8 weeks. I just kind of feel that way. I see the name Bo. Interesting. Or Bo could be a nickname. I think it means brother. Does it? I don't know why I feel that way. I don't know. I saw JB or BJ. I don't know why I hear Brian James. So that could be for someone. I did hear something about opposition when I touched the O. So, you may be met with opposition, but I feel like, so those who aren't on board with you, but aren't necessarily trying to stop you, they're just not on board with what you want to do in your life yet, or the direction you want to go in. I say proceed to go in the direction of your dreams, and, when they're meant to, they'll hop on board when they feel ready, right? I feel like once they see that it brings you happiness or joy, whether it's a person or a career, I feel like, you know, they'll eventually just be okay with it, you know? And it's not, it doesn't really have to be, you know, their choice. It's yours. So I hear the name Natalie. And I also hear Portland. I see rum. Jack Sparrow. Somebody could be watching Pirates. I keep hearing now, why is the rum gone? Oh my. I hear the name Daz. Nickname maybe? I hear Gabe. I hear the name Ike, or a nickname Ike. Isaac, maybe? I hear Sadie. I also hear pet or person. Somebody here could be 58 or 52 or 53, so in their 50s. I hear something about Rutgers College, or okay. There's just a lot going on, a little chitter chatter, but it's nothing really. I hear Nate. D2OPYZ, but I was kind of seeing that as an N, so it could be. All right, what do we have for this gorgeous collective today? Oh. I think my dog wants a treat. You might hear him in the background. All right, we have Monster House. All right. I feel like you're coming from a lack mentality. I just heard pick the bones clean, and then I saw someone who looked almost emaciated, and they were sitting there with a fish, like a bony fish on a plate with like no meat on it. And it just looked like maybe you come from a place where you were dealing with just accepting scraps. Like you had to start from the bottom up. And now maybe you've gotten really far. I do kind of get that energy. It's like from the bottom, and I hear from the bottom all the way straight to the top. So I don't know if that's a song, or I can't quite place it right now. I'm kind of swimming in the energy here. But if you know it, then maybe it's for you. I feel like maybe you're just looking at your past and seeing how far you've come. I feel like you might have a lot of signs that are kind of encouraging you to look back, and it could be music, and that's funny because that music had come through, so maybe that was a song for somebody else. If I can think of it later, I'll try and put it in the timestamps, whatever the song is. I feel like you're having trouble connecting the two, like this happy medium, or I don't know if you went from being in hard times to jumping a couple of platforms to being very fulfilled and very abundant. And maybe it's hard to kind of piece those two things together, like the in-between time. I feel like all you kind of can think of is when you were all the way at the bottom, and now you're like, I'm all the way at the top. And I feel like there's that celebration there. There's that knowledge there. We have that Emperor Empress energy here. I feel like there's just an appreciation. I feel like there's a memory of feeling empty. And I feel like maybe that's where the fear is in between here. It's like now that we have what we have, it's like we don't want to lose what we have. We want there to be deep roots with that tree. I feel like Spirit is watching over you. I feel like this maybe has to deal with the person who is going to a new career and trying to maintain maybe an old thing as well, maybe a side hustle or a whole, like, I don't know, maybe you're trying to hold down two jobs, and one involves going back to school and leveling up. I hear get along shirt, because it's a t-shirt with two hearts on it. I feel like it's you trying to marry the two and to find a happy medium, and to know that you're not going to have to fall back into this fear, this place of lack. And I feel like maybe you're finding that happy line in the middle where you're so secure now that that thing of the past is simply that. It was a place of the past, and you're not going to repeat it. And I feel like there's that knowledge that you need to feel secure in that. I feel like you've got that crown on your head, and I feel like it's because you've earned it, and whatever this is. And I feel like Spirit's just trying to let you know that they are really protecting you, and they're going to make sure you don't fall into this impoverished mindset. I feel like because it will create a poverty on the outside, right? It's like that energy of lack creates more lack. And Spirit's saying, you know, we're going to hold you mid-grade in your mind so you don't create what you don't want because you've come so far. And I feel like Spirit's just saying we're going to hold you steady right in the middle, right? So don't worry much. I feel like that's for whoever it's for. I feel like it was very specific today. For others of you, I am going to pull this one aside. I do feel like there is a level that you're rising. And I don't know if it's going to become a surprise type thing where you don't see it coming, but I do feel like it's coming in for someone. I feel like someone's going to be really surprised. Like they'll wake up one morning and all of a sudden their followers are going to be huge, or their artwork is going to be selling and it's going to be sold out, and it's going to be something like that. Or the project that they're working on has received its funding, or whatever that is for you, that really big thing. I feel like it's got that star energy. Or you finally get noticed by somebody looking for you for in sports or in music or in, I don't know, TV, commercials and things like that. I feel like it could be in whatever area. But I feel like you're going to get what it is that you've been dreaming about. And I feel like it's coming. So I feel like a lot of people out there have got that good luck coming in. And I do feel like it's going to be within this month. And maybe stretching out throughout the summer. So from now through summer, I feel like that stardom could be kind of coming through for you. I really love that. I feel like it's something that you're working towards. I feel like you're actively seeking, and those who seek shall find. So keep putting that effort and that energy into your wish, your hopes, your dreams, because it will manifest for you. There is no other way. Okay? That is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!